If someone came to you in an emergency, what would you do? Now think, what would you do if someone who couldn't speak English came to you in an emergency? Could you help at all? Now let's take this situation a step farther. What if the person couldn't hear? ASL, also known as American Sign Language, is a language that is used to communicate with deaf and mute people. You might not come across a deaf person every day, but this language is still overlooked. Every student should be made to learn a language at some point in their schooling life. More specifically, every student should learn sign language. Not many people know sign language, but I do. Now, I'm not anywhere near fluent, but I really want to be, and that's my goal in life, is to become fluent. I've been trying really hard lately, and I've been trying for years, but it's hard to learn, so I just gotta keep pushing. Now, there are many benefits for learning ASL. I used to work at Nakalula Falls in the summer, and one day these two deaf women came in and they wanted to buy tickets. They couldn't talk and they couldn't hear. They were very confused. So after debating what I should sign and after I sold them tickets, I simply signed, "Have a good day." I would even practice at work and I would learn sign language at work. I would have apps on my phone and apps on my laptop, and that would just help me practice every day when I wasn't doing anything. One resource that I use is an ASL website that gives you quizzes and tests to see your progress and understanding. This is the website I use for the quizzes and tests. As you can see, there are numerous quizzes that you could take and then tests to see your understanding. At work, the expressions on those two women after I signed "Have a good day," I couldn't even describe it. They were so happy, and I don't know who was happier, me or them, because I tweeted about it. I talked to all my friends about it. I was so excited that I could use sign language and make somebody's day. I also watch these YouTubers who consist of a deaf husband and a hearing wife. They like to do a lot of stuff and show us many things. This is the YouTube page for Sign Duo. As you can see, they tell you many things like how they communicate, and my personal favorite, deaf men versus drive-through. When I sign to even my parents who cannot understand ASL, they enjoy watching me do it. Even at a concert, when the people are performing on the stage, I don't even watch them on stage. I'll look at the interpreter who's either right below me or on the stage with them. I love watching the interpreter. Learning another person's language gives them joy, but there are also some great personal reasons to learn. Now, this is my favorite. You can communicate from far away or in a noisy area. I can communicate to my parents in church without talking out loud. I'll be sitting next to the pew and I'll be like, "Hey, what are we eating this afternoon?" And they don't know sign language, but I'm trying to teach them and they're learning, so I can do simple stuff. I can finger spell and they can understand. I can also talk across a noisy gym from far away. I could be across the entire gym, not be able to hear anything, and I could still communicate with my parents from far away. Now, you might not think there are enough deaf or mute people in the world, and this is still useless. The World Health Organization states that 1 in every 10 people have hearing loss. This is a lot of people to me. I learned Danish and Hawaiian when I was younger. Sounds crazy, but for some reason I wanted to learn those languages. Since then, I've never communicated with somebody, and I've lost it because I never used it, and it was so pointless, and I wasted so much time. But with ASL, it's not like that. I never lost ASL, and I've been doing it for years. I do not even have to communicate with someone to use it. Like, I sign to songs. Sometimes I'll sign to songs in church. And I'll sign to whatever the pastor is preaching on. There's lots of times when I use ASL just because I enjoy it. There's so many reasons to learn it, I can't even emphasize that enough. So, in conclusion, every student should learn a language in school. More specifically, every student should learn American Sign Language. Learning this language for the deaf and mute is beneficial in numerous ways. It can help you communicate with people from your job. People who are deaf enjoy it when they can talk to others. And you can communicate with people from far away or in a noisy environment. I'm not fluent, but I know enough ASL to have a conversation with a deaf person or even a family member. Knowing this language can make life easier. It has for me, and it can for you too.